I'm a senior at Palisade High School and I wrestle.
Awesome. Lane, how long have you been wrestling?
I've been wrestling since I was like 3.
Okay, and then what weight class are you in?
I am a 175 this year.
Okay, and so what's the background to what got you started in wrestling?
My family put me into wrestling, but I've had a bunch of other family that's been doing wrestling since they were little too. Kind of just got me into it when I was little. So.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. That's awesome. And then kind of thinking about the season in general, what is going well for you guys?
I don't know. I feel like our team's pretty strong, as in just our team basis.
Yeah.
I don't know. We stick together pretty good. I feel like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And anything you feel like weaknesses or areas you guys could definitely improve on?
I feel like we could be closer as a team, just outside of wrestling in general.
Yeah.
But other than that, I feel like we're pretty strong. So.
Nice. And then what about you as an individual? Like, where do you see your strengths at, and what do you bring to that team?
I feel like my motivation brings a lot to the team.
Yeah.
I try and keep people going as much as they can without putting other people down. So.
Nice. That's awesome. That's cool. And then, are you IB?
I'm not.
Okay, so kind of just still thinking about that student-athlete life, how do you manage that, and what like advice or tips would you give to students who are kind of struggling to manage that?
Always put your classwork first, or just pay attention to the classroom in general. I know I've messed up on that a couple times, but school does come first. So.
That's cool. And then you're a senior of how many? Out of how many on the team?
I think we got 5 or 6.
5?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys have any other more matches coming up?
We duel Fruta at Fruta Thursday this week.
Okay, and then what are your, I guess, goals for that?
Just to go out there and give it my all and hopefully win my match.
Yeah.
Hopefully win it as a team. So.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be awesome. Cool. And then kind of thinking back into wrestling, what do you love about the sport, and like what draws you to it?
I like that you have to have so much heart and dedication to the sport. It's definitely one of the harder sports.
Yeah.
You gotta have heart and dedication to it, or you're not making it very far.
Yeah, definitely. Would you say that's one of the hardest things about this sport? Like, I know, like, there are a lot of sports. Of course, a lot of sports, you need mentality for it. That's a big thing. But what would you say is the biggest thing in wrestling?
Definitely having mental toughness.
Okay.
Because if you're thinking about losing or not doing good enough, that's most likely what's gonna happen. So you definitely have to be mentally strong in every aspect to keep it going. So.
Yeah. Okay. And then kind of thinking outside of wrestling, what are some other things that you do or other enjoyments?
I love riding dirt bikes. Sometimes I would rather be doing that, but wrestling's where it's at.
Yeah.
Other than that, I just like hanging out with friends and just doing my own thing. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how long have you been biking for?
I've done that since I was a little kid too.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I got into it. I just seen a dirt bike and just wanted to be on it. I haven't stopped since.
That's awesome. Where do you usually go dirt biking?
Probably 27 Quarter Road Desert. There's a track out there, or just any desert in general.
Okay.
Or if there's trails around, we go ride those.
Yeah, gotcha. That's awesome. Have you ever like thought of like doing do they do competitions for dirt biking?
Yeah, races and stuff.
Yeah.
I've thought about it. It just takes a lot of money and time to
Yeah,
get into, which
yeah,
I don't have.
definitely.
So.
Yeah, that's so cool. All right, and then kind of thinking back into the sport, who is your biggest inspiration? Like someone you look up to inside or outside the sport?
Either Bill Troutwine or my cousin Seth.
Mm-hmm.
He wrestled at Grand Junction a couple years ago. He got a scholarship to CMU and wrestled there for a couple years. And I just always wish I could wrestle like he does, but
Yeah.
that hasn't really happened.
Yeah.
So.
And who's Bill? Is that like a
Bill Troutwine was our head coach.
Okay.
He's coached me since I was little.
Yeah.
But I look up to him. He's just a good guy in general.
Yeah.
He loves to do. So.
That's awesome. That's so cool. And then how long you've been here wrestling for Palisade since freshman year,
Yes.
right? So up from that freshman year up till now, what would you say some of your biggest accomplishments have been?
I don't know. I've lettered every year so far in wrestling.
Oh, nice.
So all 3 years. Hopefully I get it this year, which I should.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's probably about it.
Yeah. And so are there like different spots for varsity? Like a specific number of spots on varsity that you can make, or is it just like how does that work?
So just a certain number of weight classes we have.
Okay.
Each weight class is most of the time filled by a person,
Okay.
and so that's normally just your spot in there.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. And then last question, what advice would you give to an incoming athlete who, whether it's wrestling or any sport?
Stick with what you start.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's hard, just try and keep pushing through it. It's all worth it in the end.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Lane, and we'll see you guys next time.